Of Obamacare remains uncertain as the multi-state legal battle continues.
Today, West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrisey and several lawmakers announced their solution for those with pre-existing conditions, should that part of the Affordable Care Act be deemed unconstitutional. Attorney General Patrick Morrisey and several state lawmakers say their West Virginia Healthcare Continuity Act is the answer people with pre-existing conditions are praying for.
Let me be clear. We should not allow anyone to be denied access to health insurance because of a pre-existing condition.
The bill would ban restricting enrollment in health care coverage based on a pre-existing condition, giving a safety net to people as Obamacare makes its way through the federal courts.
They should not be that uncertainty or that worry to think that the last thing these people need is to worry about how their health care might be covered.
West Virginia, under Morrisey's direction, is currently part of the multi-state litigation challenging the constitutionality of Obamacare. This bill would not go into effect unless the court struck down portions of Obamacare, leaving those with a pre-existing condition few options.
No changes have been made right now. So what this bill is designed to do is to put a structure in place that's going to protect people.
Morrisey says the bill should gain bipartisan support, but it's unclear if Democrats, who generally support Obamacare, will sign on. One thing that is certain is health care is a priority for many lawmakers this session, including Delegate Barbara Fleischauer, who has already started working on the issue of skyrocketing insulin prices.
But their copay should not be hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and that's what people are paying now. So I think it's critical. We can do something about it. Colorado did. Illinois is about to do it, and I would love it if we were the third state to pass that cap on copays.